Alright, you are welcome again. Let's talk about synthetic division. Synthetic division. Now let's take this question. Use synthetic division to obtain the quotient and the remainder when p of x, which is equal to 2x raised to the power 4 minus 10x squared minus 23x plus 6 is divided by x minus 3. Okay, so this is what we are asked to perform using synthetic division. Alright, we just finished treating long division. Now let's move into synthetic division. And synthetic division is quite different from long division. Okay, so in synthetic division, we will only make use of the coefficients. Now let's go. The first thing you are to do in synthetic division is to look closely at your dividend. Check for any missing term, if there is any missing term. Now you discover that when you look closely in this dividend, that is the dividend that is given to us, which is 2x raised to the power 4 minus 10x squared minus 23x plus 6. Now when you look closely, you discover that one term is missing, which is s cubed. X raised to the power 3 is what is missing. Now we are going to replace it, or we are going to add it. So in adding it, this is what we are going to write. We are going to write 2x raised to the power 4 plus 0s raised to the power 3 minus 10x raised to the power 2 minus 23x plus 6. Sure you can see it, right? So this 0 plus 0x raised to the power 3 is the same as it is missing. Okay, now look again. In this expression or function, we are having x raised to the power 4, and then the coefficient. When we talk about coefficient, we are talking about the number in front of it, so or the number attached to that term. So the coefficient of x raised to the power 4 is 2. Okay, and then the coefficient of x raised to the power 3 is what? 0. The coefficient of x raised to the power 2 is minus 10. The coefficient of x is minus 23. Then the coefficient of c is what? Is 6. Or you can say the coefficient of x raised to the power 0. You get it? So we have coefficient of x raised to the power 1, and then coefficient of x raised to the power 0. So this coefficient of x raised to the power 0 is what? Is 6. Now we are going to write this coefficient, which is 2, 0, minus 10, minus 23, and then 6, as our dividend. We are going to use it as our what? Dividend. And then how are we going to get our divisor? So we are going to say x minus 3 equal to 0, and then make x the subject. So we are going to have x is equal to 3. So we are going to use x as our what? Divisor in our long division sign. Okay, now let's arrange it. In our long division, we are going to draw our long division sign, and then we'll put 3 outside, and then the coefficient as our dividend inside the what? The division sign. You can see the arrangement. Okay, now let's go. The next thing we are going to do is this. We are going to bring down 2. Okay, you draw a line and then bring down 2. So as you bring down the 2, you are going to say 3 times this 2. That is our divisor times this 2. What will it give you? It will give you 6. Okay, so we are going to write the 6 under 0. You get it? We're going to write the 6 under 0. And then you say 0 plus 6. 0 plus 6. What will it give you? It will give you 6. Okay, now you write the 6 under the 6. Okay, now the next thing you say 3, our divisor, times this 6. What will it give you? It will give you 18. Now write the 18 under minus 10. Okay, you can see it, right? Okay, now you say minus 10 plus 18. Minus 10 plus 18. It will give you what? 8. Okay, now you write the 8 under the 18. And then you also say divisor, which is 3, times this 8. It will give us what? 24. Now write the 24 under minus 23. You have 24 under minus 23. Then you say minus 23 plus 24. Which will give you what? 1. Okay. Now you also say our divisor, which is 3, times this 1. It will give us what? 3. Now write the 3 under 6. So we are going to have 6. Now you say 6 plus 3. It will give us what? 9. So this 9 now, we are going to say that this 9 is our remainder.
Now we are going to say that when 2x raised to power 4 minus 10x squared minus 23x plus 6 is divided by x minus 3. So we are going to have, from our division here, we are having 2, 6, 8, and 1. Okay, so we are going to say that our answer, which is quotient, is going to be 2s cubed plus 6s squared plus 8x plus 1 in bracket plus our what? Remainder, which is 9 all over our divisor all over x minus 3. So finally we obtained 2s cubed plus 6s squared plus 8x plus 1 as our quotient, then plus 9 as our remainder all over x minus 3, which is our divisor. Alright, thank you very much. Let's take another example. I think from there you will understand more better. Alright.